So, if you're kind of intrigued about the idea of finding out your personality type for the sake of healing your soul misery, uh, we can take things the next step if you want to. Um, I think that really the best thing to do would be to buy the book Do What You Are by Tiger and Baron Tiger. And the one I have in front of me right now is the 2021 edition, and it has a green cover. It's been revised and updated a lot because it's been an ongoing work in progress for these authors, and they just want to keep it as up to date as they can. So, in the Myers Briggs typing system, there are 16 different personality types. So, what to do would be if you have the book. Go to chapter 2, which is called Just Who Do You Think You Are? Page 17. And look at the two columns that you see there. Um, it's the determination here is whether you think you are an extrovert or an introvert. And what to do is put the characteristics of introverts down one side of the page, and on the other, the characteristics of introverts. And the idea is to read everything that they say about introverts, everything they say about extroverts, and decide which one best describes you. And then on a piece of paper in front of you, write either the letter I for introvert or E for extrovert. Then go to page 20 in the book, and there are two columns. One is called sensors, the other is intuitives. So I invite you to look down the list of what they say about sensors, look down the list about what they say about intuitives, and decide which of those describes you better. And if it is sensor, write down the letter S. And if it's intuitive, write down the letter N. Next, go to page 24, and the two column headings here are thinkers and feelers. So look down the list of what they say about thinkers, and then the list of what they say about feelers. Decide which one of them describes you better, and if it's thinker, put down the letter T. If it is feeler, put down the letter F. Finally, on page 28, there are two columns, and the headings are judgers and perceivers. So look at the judgers column and see if that describes you well. And then look at the perceivers column and see if that describes you better. And so just decide which column is the best a description of you. And if it's judgers, put down a J. And if it's perceivers, put down a P. So now you should have 4 letters, either I or E for introvert or extrovert, and then either S or N for sensor or intuitive, either T or F for thinker or feeler, and either J or P for judger or perceiver. So you'll have 4 letters there, and that is one of the 16 personality types in Myers-Briggs. The next step is to go to chapter 3 in the book, which is on page 32. It's called Mirror, Mirror, Verifying Your Personality Type. So in this chapter, they describe the 16 different personality types. They also describe possible blind spots for each of the personality types, but for the purposes of deciding which personality type you are, don't bother with the blind spots. So first thing to do is taking your 4 letters, go to the paragraph that describes those 4 letters and see if their description feels a lot like who you are as a person. Lots of times when people have done this exercise, they read the description of their personality type and are really astonished at how the authors could write a description that describes them so well. If that's how you feel, then it's highly likely that you have discovered your true personality type. If it doesn't feel like that, no worries. It likely means that one of the 4 letters isn't right. So what you would do then is look at substituting one of those 4 letters. Say you think you're ISFJ, that's what you got from the original exercise. Try substituting one of the letters, like put N in for S. So put INFJ, and look then at the description of that personality type and see if it fits better. If it does, if it feels like, aha, that is really me, then you've got your right type. And so just with some patience, switch out one letter at a time until you find the proper description. Usually when you're doing your own assessment, if you don't get it right the first time or accurate, usually there's only one letter that needs to change. So try doing that, and I'm pretty confident that you will figure it out doing it that way. If not, a fallback would be to go to the website 16personalities.com, 16personalities.com. There they have a more detailed list of questions, and that might help you to figure out what your personality type is. And of course, if that doesn't work, you can go to see a counselor who has training in personality type identification to figure it out further. But normally people can figure it out the first time doing it the way I've described it.